Up nice and tall. So for this first breathing one and how you should be breathing during the exercises and routines is you're going to inhale and exhale through your nose. Doing this is very important because when you breathe in through your nose, you are filtering the air, you're moistening the air, you're warming the air, which makes the whole experience a lot more enjoyable. And of course, breathing out just to kind of control your breathing as well, so you're not panting like a dog. But when you do breathe in, what is important is as you breathe in, you should be filling your stomach. Your stomach should be expanding along with your lungs. And of course, when you breathe out, you should be pushing in your abdomen and helping push out the air and everything else. My word train of thought. So, of course, let's go ahead. If you do want to try it out, I recommend putting your hand on your stomach so you can actually feel your stomach going in and out as you breathe. Kind of helps you kind of get used to it, especially some people when they breathe in kind of like suck in their stomach, which is something you don't want to do because your lungs are expanding and you're pushing your stomach in, so it's kind of making it a little bit more difficult to breathe. So yes, be conscious of trying to breathe, filling your stomach, and then as you breathe out, pushing it out. So let's go ahead. So go ahead and breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. The next one we do is called a pranayama. This is a nice way. This one I use actually at work when things start getting a little stressful. Kind of helps you focus only on your breathing and you and nothing else around you. For this one, I don't recommend it since we're into flu season and sick season. If you can't breathe through your nose, please don't do this or you're going to be blowing snot out. So I'm going to show an example first, and then of course we'll do it together. What you're going to do is with your dominant hand, you're going to 3 middle fingers, go ahead and close those. Your pinky and your thumb should be out. You're going to breathe to begin. You're going to breathe in through both nostrils. And then with your thumb, you are going to close off your right nostril, and then you're going to breathe out the left. And then you're going to breathe in through the left nostril. And then after you breathe in, you're going to switch, pinching off your left nostril with your pinky, and then you're going to breathe out through the right. And then you're going to breathe into the right. And then you just alternate back and forth. So let's do this for real now. So go ahead and take a breath in. Close off the right nostril. Breathe out. And then breathe in through the left nostril. Switch sides. Breathe out. Switch sides and breathe out. And breathe in. Switch sides, breathe out. Breathe in. Switch sides, breathe out. Breathe in. Switch sides, breathe out. And breathe in. And go ahead and do it at your own pace. behind your left arm, and you're going to stretch that arm out, lowering your right shoulder to the mat over the floor, resting your head and your whole right side, keeping your pelvis up. And then with your left hand, you can just keep it forward, or for a deeper stretch, you can reach it behind your back, just to kind of pull your left shoulder up more, just to make it a deeper stretch. And then let me show you the opposite side real quick. Same thing. You're gonna do your left arm behind your right, stretching that all the way out, lowering your left side to the ground. Then of course your right arm can either go behind you for a deeper stretch, forward, above you, wherever is comfortable for you. The whole thing is stretching to getting that right or left shoulder up towards the ceiling, just to get it more stretched out. So let's go ahead and do it all together. So let's start with our right hand. We're going to slide it behind your left arm all the way out, lowering yourself to the ground. And then wherever you want your left arm, I like doing the behind the back. And then just pulling your torso up towards the wall. I'm just holding here for a couple of seconds. Remember to keep breathing. Go ahead and do it for 2 more breaths. Alright, and go ahead and slowly unwind yourself. Now we can go ahead and do the other side. So with your left arm, slide it behind your right arm, lowering yourself to the ground. And then with your right arm, if you do it behind your back, and lift up your shoulder towards the ceiling a little bit more. Make sure you're breathing, and then just hold this for a couple breaths now. More breaths. Go ahead and unwind yourself. And then go ahead. After doing these, I like to do kind of like a counter to all that movement. If you go ahead and sit back on your feet, you're just going to, all you're going to do is just lean forward and stretch out those arms as far as you can reach. Some people like putting their head to the floor, it's just stretching that spine out. Alright, and slowly lift yourself back up. So, those are the 6 movements of the spine. That was actually pretty good after I've been going back to the gym, and I did mostly upper body work for the 2 days, and that feels really good. So yes, now we can go ahead and go into what we call the sun salutation. I'm going to, of course, do the whole thing first, and of course, as we do it then together, I will also walk you through it, because it is a little bit of a lot. But it feels good. This is where it gets into sort of the exercise phase. So you might get a little sore if you're not used to working out or doing yoga or stretching. Just pre-warning you, it's not a lot, I promise. But if you get tired at any point, please just sit down in a comfortable position, breathe it out, and then if you want to hop back in, go right ahead. You don't have to follow my moves to an exact. And if you can always do this at your own pace. I know some people like to do the sun salutations a little bit faster, some like to do it a little bit slower. I try to do it in between, so it's easier to follow along. So let me switch to my bigger camera because you're going to need to see a lot more. And we are, of course, going to start by standing up nice and tall. We're going to start in just a nice standing position, making sure your feet, again, are shoulder width apart. They shouldn't be up against each other. And you're going to stand nice and tall. I'd like to imagine a piece of string running through from your toes through your torso up to your head, and then you can have that string there and you just pull yourself up, just kind of lengthening your spine, giving yourself a strong stance there. So to begin, you are going to start in a what they call a prayer position, prayer pose, just keeping your arms here close to your sternum there. Swing your arms up over your head, crossing them, and then as you breathe out, you're going to come the whole way down to your toes. If you can't reach your toes, you can, it's perfectly okay to go as, just get a nice good stretch in. If you can go all the way to the floor, go right ahead. So once you're down as far as you can go, what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in as you come up halfway up your legs, and then breathe out as you go back down. And I need to rotate my stance. As you back hands, you're going to sink into what we call downward dog. So for this, you're kind of making a upside down V with your body, getting that your pelvis up in the air. You're going to bring your torso into a comfortable position, and I have really bad hamstrings, so I can't get my heels to the floor. But main goal here is, if you do have good hamstrings, is you can place your heels flat against the mat in this pose. Sadly, I can't, but I am working on that. So once you're in downward dog, you're going to shift your body weight forwards into a plank pose. And then from here, you're going to drop your knees to the mat, elbows and chest to the floor, along with your chin, keeping your pelvis up. And then from here, you're going to scoop yourself up into a drop your pelvis, kind of making like an L with your body. And using your arms to support your torso up. And then from here, you're going to curl your toes under, and then push yourself back up into a downward dog. Then you're going to walk your feet forward, your hands back, touching your toes again. You're going to take another big breath in, bring your arms all the way up, and then back down into prayer pose. So that is one sun salutation. No, it's a lot. I'm gonna walk us through it. Go at your own pace if you already have done it with me before. If not, follow along. Alrighty? So, let's go ahead and get in that standing position, keeping your spine long, keeping yourself upright. Make sure your feet are shoulder width apart. And go ahead and start in prayer pose. And we're going to take a big breath in as we reach arms all the way up, crossing them, and breathe out as you come back down and touch your toes. And breathe in as you come up halfway up your leg. Breathe out as you go back down to your toes. And we're going to breathe in, putting our hands forward, feet back into downward dog. And then go ahead and try to feel yourself, get comfortable in this position. And once you are in a good spot, we are going to breathe out as you move forward into a plank pose. And then breathe in as you push your knees to the floor, chest and chin as well, keeping your torso up. Cobra pose, flattening those feet. And breathe in as you come back into downward dog. Breathe out as you feet forward, hands back, touching your toes. All the way up. Hands above your head. Back to prayer pose. Alright, let's go ahead and do another. We're going to do a couple more, just so you can get the hang of it. So, if you need to readjust yourself, go ahead. Starting in prayer pose. We're going to go a little bit faster this time. And breathe in as you come all the way up, crossing your hands. And breathe out as you go all the way down to your toes. Breathe in as you come up halfway. Breathe out as you go back down. Feet back into downward dog. And breathe out as you push yourself forward. Chest and chin to the floor. And breathe out as you push yourself up into cobra. Curl your toes under. And as you come back up to downward dog. And breathing out, walk your feet forward, hands back. Come back up, hands above your head, and back to prayer pose. And let's do it again. Breathe in as you bring your hands up, crossing them. And breathe out as you go all the way down. Breathe in up halfway. Breathe out halfway back. As you put your hands forward, feet back into downward dog. Up into pose. Breathe in as you drop your knees, chest and chin to the floor. And breathe out as you push yourself up into cobra. Curl the toes under. Back into downward dog, breathing in. And breathing out, walk your feet forward, hands back, touch your toes again. And breathe in as you bring yourself back up, swinging your arms above your prayer pose. And breathe in, swing your arms above your head. Breathe out, and touch your toes. Breathe in up halfway up your legs. As you go. Feet back into. And breathe out as you push yourself into plank pose. Breathe in as you drop your knees to the floor. And breathing out into cobra. And as you go back into downward dog. Forward, hands back, touching your toes. Swinging your arms back to prayer pose. So go ahead, take a couple breaths. If you need to readjust yourself, go ahead. Alright, and here we go. Swing your arms up above your head, crossing them. And coming all the way down to touch your toes. Come up halfway, back down, hands forward, feet back into downward dog. And go ahead and push yourself up into a plank pose. Drop your knees to the floor, chin and chest. Push yourself up into cobra. Curl your toes. Push yourself back up into downward dog. Touching those toes again. Back up, swinging your arms, and back to prayer pose. One last time. Swing your arms up, crossing them, and coming all the way down to touch your toes. Dog. Floor. And push yourself up into cobra. Curl your toes. Push yourself back into downward dog. Walk your feet forward. Up. When you come up, into prayer pose. So yeah, those are our sun salutations. Gotta like loosen myself up here. So yes, we do those every time. Trying to think of what I wanted to do next. Let's do a couple sitting ones. Actually, I'm gonna do a new one. This one's fun. It looks a little weird, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So, this one, whoops, there we go. The one I want to do next is called Happy Baby Pose. Looks really weird. I'm gonna do it from the angle. It is one you do on your back. So what you're gonna do is go ahead and lay down flat on your back. You can keep your knees up. If you wanna watch the first time, go ahead. This is a super simple one. Then while you're here, you're gonna bring your feet up, grabbing them with your hands. You're gonna want your knees to be out on the side. I told you this one looks weird if you're watching. And what you're gonna do is just, with your hands, you're gonna help just lower your knees into a good stretch. This is really good for thigh muscles if you're tight in the thighs. And this is just called Happy Baby Pose. Some people like to rock back and forth a little bit, give yourself a little back massage. But yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do it again for you. So go ahead and reaching your hands from the inside to the outside then. Push your knees down to the floor until you're in a comfortable position, making sure you are breathing. And if you want, find a good sit back up. It's a fun one I like to do. Let's go ahead and also do another spine twist. Give me 1 second. Okay, yes. So for this one, you're going to be. Give me a second while I center myself. There we go. Sitting with your feet out, making sure you're sitting tall. We're going to start with our right leg first. You're going to go over your left knee. And back up a little bit so you can see me. There we go. So, left leg flat on the ground, right leg up and over your left. All you're gonna do is with your left hand, you're gonna kind of like hug your knee here and just slowly push yourself back just to do a nice hip opener, good for lower back pain. Again, finding a good spot that's good stretch, not hitting your breaking point for it being painful. Just gonna hold it there as you continue to breathe. And go ahead and come back forward. We're going to do the other side now. So keeping your right leg flat, left leg bent and over the right leg. With your right arm, hug your knee. Just going to twist your spine until you find a good, comfortable position. I don't know if Jono is here today. Jono, if you are here, if you could type something in chat so I know you're here, so I can do your stretches. And if you're not, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do our guided meditation. I'm actually gonna do that today. A couple more breaths here. All right, go ahead and unravel yourself. Actually, I should be able to check if he is here. One moment. He's not. Okay, cool. So we are going to go ahead and jump into our last part that we do at the very end of the stream. I'm going to keep this one nice and simple for everyone. So what guided meditation is what we're going to first do. So you're going to lay down into corpse pose, which is just laying on your back, nice and straight. You're going to close your eyes and focus on your breathing first. Making sure as you breathe in, you're filling your stomach, and as you breathe out, you're pushing out the air through your abdomen. And just lay here and focus on your breathing first. Keeping your eyes closed and continue breathing. And bring your focus on your tips of your toes, relaxing all the muscles there. Gonna work yourself up into your knees, bringing your attention to those, relaxing them. And then come up all the way to your hips, making sure they are lowered. Relaxing all the muscles in there as well. Now come up to your heart, feeling it beat as you breathe. Come up to your shoulders, bringing your attention to those, relaxing them. You're going to work yourself down to your fingers, relaxing all the little muscles in there. And we're going to come back up to our face, relaxing all the muscles around your eyes, your mouth. If you have muscles in your ears, you can relax those. We're going to come back down to our heart. We're going to leave our focus there. Just feeling it beat as you breathe and listen to the music. keeping your eyes closed, go ahead and turn yourself onto your right side. Slowly bring yourself up to a seated position. Cross your legs. Do any quick stretches real quick. And then whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. And yeah. And that is Yoga with Brock. Super simple. If anybody has any questions, now that I can actually look at chat and read it, if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask while I'm still here. And of course, if you are part of the Twitch crew community, you can always message me on there. My name is Brock in the Box, if you don't know who I am. If you're not part of the Twitch crew community, you should definitely join. It's a great, great, great community filled with artists, streamers, music makers, tons of people. And even people that don't even stream or do anything, they're just there to support. And you know, we really appreciate everyone and everything everybody does. It's a very active community and we're very supportive of one another. Give me 1 second real quick. Of course, Muzi. Now I can say hello to everyone. Hi, Muzi and Schweb C, if you're still here, and Mars was probably here in the very beginning. Eldon Solo, thank you for joining. Spy, everyone congratulate Spy. He actually just had a baby yesterday, and it is the cutest little thing. So we have a new member. We got a little baby Spy now. And for any reason you want to follow me, don't follow my Brock in the Box channel. That is not where I stream from. I actually stream from Misadventures in Dice Rolling. So if you want that, just ask me and I can give you the link to that. We actually do live D&D and sometimes play video games and stuff for a hoot. And of course, how I end every single stream then is go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life as you imagined. Namaste. Hope everyone has a great night. I'm going to quickly find somebody to raid because of course we want to support our other fellow streamers. And we have a lot of people streaming right now. Oh my goodness. Give me 1 second. I love when we go from nice, calming, relaxing to violence. This is somebody I actually have never seen before, so let me go ahead and go over to them. We can raid them real quick. Any questions or requests, please message me and let me know. I always love hearing what other people like and want to see. Again, this was our first time in the year back after a good long break, and I just wanted to, if anyone was new, kind of introduce you to the whole thing so you can get a feel of yoga and whatnot. Where am I going? What is this doing? Work for me, I believe in you. There we go. See? So the person we are going to raid is Night Owler. He looks, I don't ever recall him ever seeing him, but he's in the Twitch crew community, which of course is a great thing. He is playing Dying Light, and actually that's a pretty fun game if no one's ever played that. So let me start that real quick. I can do this. Unless Muzi beats me to it, because she always does. There we go. I'm almost there. Slash raid. There we go. I'm good. I think I did it. Yes. Okay, cool. So yes, everyone have a great night. We will be doing this every Thursday. I'm going to probably be doing it around 9:30 at the same time. Seems like a good time for all the East Coast and West Coast people. If you want me to start any later, let me know. But other than that, I hope you all have a great night and enjoy what he has to offer us. See you, everybody. I always have to do this.